Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we're making flan. Now with its silky smooth texture paired with a rich caramel flavor, this dessert is sure to impress. So let's get started. All right, let's dive right into this recipe. So first, for making the caramel, we're going to preheat our oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 163 degrees Celsius. And in a large pan, we want to add in 3/4 cups worth of granulated white sugar, as well as drizzle in 1/4 cup's worth of water on top of it. You want to place this pan on medium-high heat or 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. And you want to use a wet pastry brush to wet the sides of the pan. Once the sugar melts into the water, you want to add in a splash of pure vanilla extract. Leave this undisturbed for about 10 minutes or until the caramel turns a gold color. Note that towards the end of the 10 minutes, the edges of the sugar-water mix may still be clear. But once it does start to turn gold, you want to swirl the pan until the caramel is all golden, and then immediately pour it into a 9-inch cake pan. Tilt and turn the pan so that the bottom of the pan is completely covered by this caramel. Set this aside to allow the caramel to cool and harden while we make the custard of our flan. In a large bowl, you want to add in 8 ounces worth of cream cheese that's been sitting at room temperature, and beat that cream cheese until it's light and fluffy. And once it reaches this state, you want to add in 1 egg at a time to the cream cheese as you mix it. In total for this recipe, we're going to need 6 large eggs, not adding the next egg until the former is incorporated. You also want to make sure you scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl to ensure all the ingredients are well mixed and no lumps remain. We're also going to pour in now 12 ounces worth of evaporated milk, as well as 14 ounces worth of sweetened condensed milk, both into the bowl, followed by 1 tablespoon's worth of pure vanilla extract. Whisk these all together to combine them. You now want to pour your custard through a fine mesh sieve into the cake pan with your caramel. This is to catch any tiny milk solids that didn't mix. Gently tap the pan on the counter to release any trapped air within the custard. You want to place this cake pan into a deep dish lasagna pan or a roasting pan. And then you want to fill the pan with about 1 inch worth of hot water. The water should not reach the top of the cake pan. That's very important. Now you want to carefully transfer this to the oven or do the water pouring while it's in the oven. And then bake this for around 50 minutes or until the center of the custard has just set. It should only wobble slightly if you tap the pan. Now you want to carefully remove the cake pan from the water bath and allow this to cool to room temperature. You can also run a small paring knife along the edge of the pan to allow the flan to separate easily from the pan. But if you cooked it, it should naturally separate pretty easily. Now you want to place an inverted large serving dish on top of the pan, flip it, and then allow the flan to release from the pan. It may require a few taps on the pan to release it. But once it's released, you want to slice this, serve it immediately, and enjoy. Congrats, you've made flan right at home. A tip or a pointer is that you can use a large plate with a lip on it to catch any melting caramel when you do flip the pan. Those are the best bits, so you don't want to miss that. But when you do try this at home, be sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your great takes on this dish. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 4, Enhancing Your Inner Chef, and that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make flan, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to show support for the channel. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe, and tell a friend to subscribe too. And feel free to share this video with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week where I show you a really cool cookie option, my peanut butter blossoms. They're really easy to make and they have a really unique flavor. Well, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. You can always catch more videos on my page now. YouTube thinks you like these videos, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.